Take Travel Inside Out. I'm Anita in Georgia.
And I'm Stephen in Hong Kong. But as you can see from our backgrounds, we're somewhere else, somewhere tropical, which is great because it gives me an excuse to wear my tropical shirt again. So Anita, tell us exactly what the show is about today.
Oh, well, I'm so excited for this show because I have my good friend Charlotte Smith on the show with me, who is with Paul Gauguin Cruises, also known as PG Cruises. And she is the sales director for the Southeast area of the U.S. And she's also a good friend of mine. We've traveled together on a PG cruise. So
yes,
I want to welcome to the show because the show is going to be all about selling in the South Pacific. But Charlotte, yes, we like to pull 5 places. I know this is going to be tough. And tell something that's an insider tip, an insider secret that maybe people don't know, or that will kind of maybe help people also determine maybe which of the itineraries that they want to choose. So what are 5 destinations that you have some insider tips for?
You know, obviously the Society Islands are top. That 7-night cruise, everyone wants to do the 7-night cruise, Bora Bora, Moorea. Inside tip, a lot of people want to stay in an over-the-water bungalow, right?
Yes.
Especially honeymooners. The cost is exorbitant. These islands are so remote. A lot is imported. It's very expensive food, entertainment, and any kind of beverage that's not their local beer, Hinano. So when you compare our 7-night cruise, which allows you an overnight Tahiti, Bora Bora, and Moorea, you're seeing 5 islands and 7 nights instead of maybe 1 or 2. You're saving $2,000 to $3,000 easily. Plus, you can't fly between the islands and get to them easily like the Hawaiian Islands. You can hop around those 5 islands. Here you can't do that. Very remote, very difficult to see more than 1 or 2 islands in a week on your own. So, and then with the Cook Islands, as we talked about before, you know, not only is it a different culture, different ancestry, but it's where those giant clams are. You remember those giant clams? Oh my gosh. Insider tip, you want to snorkel in the Cook Islands. Aitutaki Lagoon is one of the most desired lagoons in the world, but it's also one of the most difficult for ships to go into. I compare it to Alaska a lot of times. Those of you who've been to Alaska, Sitka is often a port that you can't get into because of the current. Same thing with Aitutaki. There's a very small, narrow passageway into the lagoon, and the tenders sometimes can't make it in and out of that. So we're one of the few cruise lines that we even take on the endeavor to go there. And we always have a second stop just in case Aitutaki doesn't work out. We're going to take you to Rarotonga. And then I think Fiji, we talked about that. Obviously, Fiji's hot no matter how you get there. It's always been a dive destination, but it's becoming more and more and more one of the bucket list destinations. It's hard to get to. And again, it's very expensive resort-wise, but just a gorgeous place to dive, to snorkel. The people are incredibly wonderful. Their customs and cultures are amazing to experience. And one of, I think, you know, the destinations you don't hear too much about, and it's hard to get to, is Tonga. Tonga is a kingdom. It's the last Polynesian kingdom. And we have to go there by invitation of the King of Tonga. So it's kind of unique that we even get to go there. A lot of cruise lines put in for that, and they're not accepted. They don't want a lot of visitors. They're very protective of their island nation. And then Papua New Guinea is also a destination we go to every few years that's very popular. And we go to the UNESCO site. We get permission to go to 3 areas, and a lot of times you're only allowed to go into 1. But because, again, our focus on sustainability as a company, that's why we're invited to a lot of. So you want to look at, you know, the company, what they stand for, and our stand for sustainability gives us the ability to take you to places that you might not be able to go to with other companies that might not be so focused on our planet.
I think a very interesting insider tip there, Charlotte, was 7 nights, in a bungalow over the water, or 7 nights on one of your beautiful cruises.
That's
I know
right.
which one I'd go for. And save money too.
And you could still, the night that we're in Bora Bora, you could still leave the ship and go stay in a bungalow for one night if you wanted. So you could still, or you could do a pre or post.
Yep.
So you can do a combo deal, and that way you get a little bit of the bungalow and save a bunch of money and see a lot more. The big tip for me is you see so much more of French Polynesia.
Yeah.
When you're,
Mm.
Yeah, Yvette and I actually stayed in an overwater bungalow. Then we did a pre-stay before we joined the cruise. And it was nice. It was really special. We stayed up most of the night because we didn't want to sleep. We wanted to be up to enjoy the.
I know, and everybody
That was-
wants that breakfast, right? They want the long canoe breakfast, and they want the coffee table that's an aquarium, and it's just, it's
Yeah.
definitely a wonderful experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when you're paying that money, you probably don't want to miss it, so you're up 24 hours making the most of it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Don't want to sleep whilst you're spending that money.
Sharon, can you tell us where we are behind in each of our backdrops?
Absolutely. We're in 3 different destinations. I didn't even ask them to do this. This just worked out beautifully. So Anita is enjoying her day on Motu Mahana, and I am floating around the beautiful Captain Cook Bay and Moorea, and Stephen is being amongst the celebrities in Bora Bora. So
Oh, of course.
we pretty well have it covered.
Cover it.
Sounds right, with the celebrities.
Yes.
And all beautiful blue water. So absolutely. But this has been great, guys. Thank you so much for watching us. And as always, please like and subscribe. That's like and subscribe. Right down below, you can do it really easily. Hit that subscribe button so that each time a new video comes out with a new wonderful expert like our Charlotte today, that you can be the first to hear about it and watch and get some tips. So when it's time to start traveling again, you're ready to start planning and going too. So please-
Absolutely. And please send us any comments or feedback in the comments below. We'll put the website for Paul Gauguin Cruises and other useful websites in the description below. And we look forward to seeing you on our next show. And thank you so much, Charlie. You've been a fabulous guest. Learned so much about the South Pacific.
My pleasure. As the Tahitians would say, maruru nana. Thank you and bye-bye.
Marura Nana. Did I get it
Nana.
right?
Yes.
Nana. Maru Nana.
Yeah, usually they don't say it. Maruru is thank you, and nana is bye-bye.
Thank you so much. This has been great. It's good to see you, Charlotte. Thank you guys.
Always good.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
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 Nana.